Hello again, everyone. This is Chaz Thomas with the Life Inspired Podcast. Today's podcast is about setting or being a good example. Setting or being a good example. I've been motivating and inspiring people for the majority of my life, or as far as I can remember. I've always been that individual to inspire. Um, Even as a young man, I was always the individual to encourage and to, you know, motivate individuals, my friends, uh, to do better. Um, I was always the mature one in the group. I guess I had what you call an old soul. Um, just to give you some background, um, I grew up. I grew up watching my father go to work every day at the steel mill in Chicago. Um, he did that for a very long time. As far as I can remember, that's the only job he held. I would watch this man get up at 5 o'clock in the morning when it's still dark out and get ready and go to work every single day. Now, it was five of us, five children. I had four siblings. And so at times he would work two jobs. At times he would work two shifts. Now, my mother too was a provider. She got up every day and went to work. This is what I saw from a small child up into an adult, is my parents getting up and going to work. So that ingrained in my mind, this is what you're supposed to do as an adult. Get up and go to work, whether you want to or not. Get up and go to work, right? And so naturally, this is what I did. I think I got my first job at 16 years old. And I didn't love the job, but I knew it was something I had to do. So I did it. I can remember hearing the grown-ups remind us that you get up, you grow up, you get a good job, you get a good government job. Remember that? Remember they used to tell us, get you a good government job, and you hang on to that job. Don't let that job go. So a lot of people retire from government jobs because this was ingrained in us as we grew up. So needless to say, I've worked the majority of my life. Uh, I was fortunate enough to work in banking. I was blessed enough to work in the office, but it was something I enjoyed doing as a supervisor, as a manager, as a leader. Part of my responsibilities were to coach and counsel, to retain. This was my job. This is what I was trained to do. So I have four sons, and needless to say, they always saw me in a suit. They saw me go to work every day in a suit. So this was ingrained in their minds. Actually, there were two things my sons always saw me do. One, obviously, is get up, go to work, and the other was produce music. Because when I wasn't working, I was at home in the studio writing music. And so my sons are artists. They write music, they write film, because this was a learned behavior. This is something they saw growing up. And so in their mind, they're thinking, okay, this is what we are supposed to do, right? Again, be a good example. Be a role model in your own home, right? Um, I encourage everyone, if it's something you have a desire to do, if it's something you have a passion for, that's your purpose. Your job is to fulfill your purpose. I believe everyone is here for a purpose. We just need to figure out what that purpose is. Sometimes that takes a while. Um, but anyway, we all have a purpose. But again, going back to my original thought, be an example, be a good role model. I tell everyone, always be careful what you do in public, because you never know who's watching you. There could be a young person looking at your behavior and taking mental notes on what you do, because they're learning. Most behaviors are learned behaviors. It's something that is learned. Okay. I started a nonprofit youth arts program about 10 years ago in Chicago. And it was an advocate for young artists, just to give them exposure, to kind of let other people know the talent that we have here in Chicago. So that was one of my purposes, is to expose young artists, their gift, their talent that needs to be seen. Chicago is not all crime. Chicago is not all a lot of bad kids wilding out. Again, everything is a learned behavior. Believe me, if you have kids out there wilding out, you better believe they saw an adult somewhere wilding out. And so they think this is what you're supposed to do. But that's not true. Be careful how you act in public, because you never know who's taking notes. You never know who's taking mental notes of what you're doing and learning from that activity. So always be conscious of your activities. Again, going back to my four sons, who I'm very proud of, they're actually living their purpose. Again, they're in the arts, and I encourage them to live your truth. If art is what you do, then do it. Then do it well. But I always tell them too, don't wait to the perfect time, because the perfect time never comes. The right time to do anything is when you do it. Now, I should be one to talk. I used to procrastinate a lot. I believe I've missed out on some very important opportunities because I procrastinated. Lesson learned. Don't be afraid to step out on faith. Don't be a contradiction. Don't be a contradiction. Don't be, okay, I believe this is what I'm supposed to do, and I believe God has blessed me to do this, and you still don't do it. So that's a contradiction. If you believe God gave you or blessed you with a talent to do something and you still don't do it, who are you going against? Are you going against your blessing? Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't have to be, and remember this too. Remember this too. I had this conversation with one of my sons the other day as he's preparing to launch a new opportunity for himself. I said, he said, Dad, I need to wait till I get the right equipment. Dad, I need to wait to get, this and that. You know what? He sounded a lot like me. I used to say that. I said, you know what? Especially with podcasting. Yeah, I'm not ready. I need this and I need that. It's never going to be perfect, first of all. And the sooner you start at anything you want to do is when you begin to get better. But if you never start, you'll never get better. Hear me right now. Someone needs to hear this. You've been pondering this idea long enough. Stop kicking the can down the road. Stop being scared. What are you scared of? Success? If you think this is something you were called to do and you're going to do well at it, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? God has already given you the desire. God has already blessed you with the talent. Now it's up to you. Now it's up to you. Just do it. Just start doing it. Yeah, you're going to suck in the beginning. You're supposed to. You're supposed to. But you will get better at it. You will get better. Trust me, you will get better. So this message is not only for other people who's sitting on the fence and waiting and creating excuses. This is also a reminder again to my sons. Hey guys, you already know what you want to do. You've already been blessed with the talent to do it. So do it. If you have to do some more research, do the research, but still do it. Right? Because somebody's looking at you. Somebody's taking mental notes of what you're doing. You're inspiring someone by stepping out and doing it. Right? Be someone's motivation. Live the life inspired. Live the life inspired. And when I say that, that's exactly what I mean. Live the life inspired. Whatever you have been inspired to do, live that life and believe it. Make it real. Own it. Own it. You can do it. You just need to do it. You agree? Now, I'm going to wrap this up right now because there's some more to this. This is just part one. I have a series of lessons I'm going to be talking about and how to get it going. How to get going. But let this spark you. Let this message spark you right now. Again, I keep going back to this right now. You seeing this or listening to this message is no accidents. I don't believe in accidents. I believe that this is all happening for a reason. Maybe you're sitting around, God, all I need is a word from you. You already got the word. Stop making excuses and start making it happen. Right? My name is Chaz Thomas, and this is the Life Inspired Podcast with Living the Life Inspired. Thank you for listening.